Welcome back. Under the slogan Youth Dream and Challenge, the World Youth Festival in Sochi in Russia actually took place, and we have many delegations who participated over there. First, talking about the Egyptian delegation who was keen to be part of this event in Russia. Well, here in the studio, we have the pleasure to have with us Ms. Mayar, Wael Fahim, and she's one of the participants, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, first of all, I'd like you to tell us more about your feelings when you were over there. Is this your first time to participate in such an event?
Let me first thank you for having me today here. And yes, this is definitely was my first experience, and it was actually a very unique experience as well. I would like first to extend my greetings to His Excellency Dr. Ashraf Subhi, the Minister of Youth and Sports, and also Dr. Abdullah Al-Batish, the Assistant Minister of Youth and Sports, also for the youth policies and development. Actually, they were very keen to prepare us in a very professional way to attend this a very significant festival in Russia, Sochi. So what I would like to extend also that we were 170 countries participating in this festival, and from the Egyptian delegation, participating, like there was 126 participants there. So of course, I do feel a very unique experience, and that I got the chance to be there participating and also representing Egypt. So I would like to also thank them a lot because they were very keen to represent Egypt in a very, very good way. And also, it's not really an easy responsibility. So we were really selected in a very fine way because there was a lot of thousand participants, applicants actually in this festival. So they selected only 100 participants. So that's why I also would like to send a message to the youth that always prepare yourself from now, because the chance when it comes, you have to be always ready. And whenever you're selected, it's a very unique chance to be there among such a huge participants as well. Yeah.
Tell me, from your own point of view, how far is it important to be among youth from all over the world in such an event? And especially being in Russia, for example, what changed in your personality or your aspects in general?
Of course, being among such a lot of nationalities, it's not that easy, but you have to always engage, and you have always to communicate with everyone. You have to exchange cultural, because the intercultural experience is very unique there. Everyone was talking about their culture, their heritage, how rich our history, for example, the Egyptian history as well. So we used to exchange souvenirs, also to represent our songs, our history, our arts. So that's the thing that I always get to know about other nationalities. So really had a very unique experience.
Tell us more about the events that took place, I mean, activities taking place.
Actually, the ministry was very keen to divide us in a very professional way, so they get the most benefit of each one various aspects. For example, I'm an aerospace engineer, so they divided the groups in 6 divisions: cultural, technological, also sports, and also promotions. So where everyone was in their place, doing their role, their task. So that's how we were divided there, and everyone was taking the role of the committee that was representing there. I was actually representing in the technological committee, where we used to attend all the technology conferences, all the technology sessions as well. We used to exchange some ideas about the new advanced technology in our country and their countries as well.
Well, as I understood also, there were many of the Egyptian youth. They were acting as speakers and moderators as well. And I think this is very, very important, because you are going to be the image of the country.
Exactly. I would like to tell you that we have took a very huge roles there in the sessions. For example, in the technology, there was a moderator in the, in the artificial intelligence sessions. In the also the sports team, we had the sports team, they won medals there. So they also participated in races there. So that was really a very unique experience. Yeah.
When we talk about being part of such events, we always say that when you come back, you have something in mind, and you need to do something. Tell us, how do you see it?
Of course. Actually, we had like a conclusion agenda of all the sessions or the workshops we have attended there. And we were very keen to come back with these ideas, to enhance from these ideas. And also we can see how we can apply these ideas in our country and how we can also still promoting or fostering the collaboration with the Russian side as well and with the rest of the delegations that we have met there. So everyone, as I told you, like in each committee, they have their own ideas that they came out of with this festival to be exchanging when they come here back to Egypt.
Talking about this mingling among different cultures, just as you said, tell us more about the impression of others about Egyptians, because of course you were received by different nationalities, different youth. When you talk to all these people, of course there was something that they are attracted to learn, for example, more about Egypt.
Of course. Actually, let's talk about the Russians. And specifically, we have a very unique or deep relations, Egyptian-Russian relations. So they were really fascinated about our history, our arts, everything we were talking and exchanging about. For example, we used to meet with the Russian regions there. So we used to share some songs, some dances, some souvenirs as well. Also the food, they were really fascinated with our souvenirs, our food, our arts, our songs. Actually, we performed there many songs and many dances for the pharaonic dances, for example. And this shows a very unique background about our history. So they were very fascinated, actually mainly about the arts, yeah.
Right. To talk more about this important event, we have the pleasure to have over the phone Dr. Abdullah El-Batish and his assistant to the Minister of Youth and Sports. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. So first of all, we'd like to know more about the importance of the participation of Egyptian youth delegation in such events.
A very good morning to you and your estimated viewers. Regarding the important participation of the Egyptian delegation, the pharaohs, as we call in this mega event. First, I would like to mention the full support that we received from His Excellency Professor Ashraf Sofi on sport to promote the Egyptian youth in international events. Of course, in light of our President's vision to empower youth locally and I would like to speak about the standards and the criteria for selecting the participants in this. What's more important, actually, I'd like to mention our process to select the participants in international events, whether bilateral or in group. In our Ministry of Youth and Sport, we already have several programs that empowering youth for international participation, which include youth diplomacy programs, important program for Egyptian youth, and also the Youth Bilateral Council, which considered the most important pillar of our National Youth Strategy 2023-2027, which is among 8 actors to activate youth and youth diplomacy. Regarding our Egyptian youth participation in World Youth Festival, is of great importance because it contributes greatly to activate the youth diplomacy, which is one of the sources for building and relations between countries through youth. It also opens cooperation between the Egyptian youth and youth from all over the world. And you know, it also enables Egyptian youth to acquire new skills and multiple experiences.
Well, talking about this important participation, and especially we know that you were the head of the delegation, and the selective of those who participated, actually, it was not just like this. You really was very keen to select the youth, each one in his own place, to present something special, right?
Sure, for sure. We select youth and delegation according to several criteria, including mastering languages, multiple skills, Also, the participate as well. Regarding Egyptian youth in World Youth Festival, it went through several stages, starting with applying through the WIF website, writing an article, and recording it on tire to participate and playing skills. I want to admit that more than 4,600 from Egypt applied for the festival. Short list of those who met the 500 interviews were held for them, and 20 were selected. Among the selected were entrepreneurs, artists, politicians, economists, and speakers of several languages, included English and language. I would like also to mention that before youth travel to participate in the World Festival, a training held for Pacific, which includes many and workshops on Russia, Egyptian-Russian relations, debate, protocol, etiquette, the national protocol, also a number of other skills which contribute to improving youth skills.
Right. Let me talk right now with Ms. Mayar, because also there is something in common that both you were talking about. Yes, we have different fields that were covered. I think the most important and the majority of the most important aspects for youth in general.
Definitely.
So if I'm going to ask about what kind of discussions when it comes to inventions or the artificial intelligence, because this is the main focus of youth all over the world now.
Definitely. Actually, they were presenting their own new technology about the artificial intelligence there in many different aspects and in various aspects. For example, the technological hubs. They used to do a lot of hubs where you're inside and like you have a 360 screen around you where you can see people coming out of the screen, and you can talk with them actually, and they are from the different centuries, from different also sectors of science and arts. This was a very nice experience that you could even ask them some questions and they can talk back to you and answer the question for you with the AI technology. So this was also very interesting for me, and like we would like to do such a thing here in Egypt. Also maybe we can bring out back our scientists. So yeah, this is definitely a very nice experience.
Back to Dr. Abdullah. Hello? Dr. Abdullah? Hello? Dr. Abdullah, can you hear us?
Sure.
So, how far can we describe this event as a step for more upcoming events between the Russian youth and the Egyptian youth? I mean, opening a new horizon for them.
For sure. I would like also to mention that Egyptian youth delegation were divided into groups to participate effectively in this festival. Your question is a good question because why? The relations between Egyptian youth and Russian youth deeply, because we have a good communication between the Ministry of Youth and Sports and also the Federal Agency for Youth Affairs in Russia, Rosmalodosh. We already have a good communication with them. We already implemented a lot of and several events, bilateral events between Ministry of Youth and Sports and the Rosmalodosh Federal Agency for Youth. We already implemented 4th edition for the Egyptian-Russian Youth Forum. That first one held in Moscow and Kazan, Tatarstan, in Russia. The second one held in Cairo and in New Alamein. The third one held in Moscow and Dagestan. And the fourth one, it was the most important one between Egypt and Russia, the 4th edition of Egyptian-Russian Youth Forum that held in Cairo and Galala, because we already agreed to supporting the cooperation between Galala and 40 universities in Russia. I would like also to mention that student diplomacy It was the most important expression for us for now, because it's promoting the relation between Egypt and Russia in a lot of fields. We have already, as I mentioned, a good communication between Egyptian youth and Russian youth. We already put a roadmap for cooperation between Egyptian youth and Russian youth.
Doctor, at the end, what is your message to the youth? Because definitely anyone who's watching or following such events will feel enthusiastic to be part of such events, to prepare himself. And now I think it is open in front of anyone who would like to participate or to work or to present himself in something. Things now are completely different, and we can see that youth are part of all the important events that are taking place worldwide.
For sure, I would like, my message will be, you should be prepared well. You should gain a lot of skills. You should have the passion to participate in all these events. Our Ministry of Youth and Sports have a lot of programs to promote the skills to all the youth in Egypt. So our doors is open. We're waiting for everyone that wants to participate in any program, locally and international.
Dr. Abdullah El-Batish, Assistant to the Minister of Youth and Sports and Head of the Egyptian Delegation for participating in the Russian Festival. Thank you very much for joining us. So, Ms. Mayar, talking about this event and sitting among all the youth, just as we were talking, different cultures, different nationalities, even different interests. So, did you feel a gap, or how did you feel? I mean, the state of mingling itself, how did you feel about it?
Actually, what we came out of this festival, that even if you're not, there's a huge gaps, for example, or even if you're not talking the same language, but there is a very important language that really connects all of us together, which is the youth empowerment or the sustainable development that we are all looking for our countries. So that's why when we were sitting together, even engagement and talking about very different aspects in life and in our careers as well. So we will always find common things to talk about. We always find the same goal that we came to together.
Did you feel that statement that says now it is a global village? Did you feel
exactly, it? Exactly. And that's exactly what's the goal of this festival, to make it a youth city, the youth city. So that's why Sochi now became a youth city where we can, all the youth meets there and exchange some ideas there. And that's what the goal of the festival. And also to continue or like to confirm on these words, we had also in the closing ceremony, His Excellency Mr. Vladimir Putin, the President of the Russian Federation, he was also stressing on this, that the youth are the bridges for the future and we always should connect together for the brighter future, actually.
Well, actually, what I liked also the most about the idea, of course, youth, they are the bridge to the future, and they are the leaders of the future, preparing them for different leading positions. This is the most important part. And actually using the most important soft powers, bringing youth together. I want you to tackle it from this point. I mean, usually we say sports has no culture, has no language. People from all over the world, they are sitting together just as fans for a certain game, for example. It depends upon the country. When it comes to arts, to music, dancing, all these are the real soft powers for all of the countries. How do you see this?
Exactly. Actually, we were always finding all of the participants sharing or participating in different, for example, competitions or sessions together, even if they are from different nationalities. But for example, you could find yourself eating, or like we're all eating in one place, sitting in one place, having all the sessions in one place. And this was the goal of the festival, to contribute all of the nationalities in one place together, cooperating together, even if we do not know each other or we came from different backgrounds, as you were saying right now. So this was the main goal of the festival that we all came out with, that after we came back to Egypt, we now have a lot of friends from different countries. We are still talking, we are connecting together, we are also talking about different or exchanging ideas together.
I think this is the most important
Yeah.
part, to have new ideas for the future
Exactly.
together, both of you.
Exactly, exactly. That was the main aspect of the festival, and I think it succeeded very well, and that's why we are sitting now talking about it.
Right. Ms. Mayar, Wael, Fahim, one of course of our participants in the World Youth Festival in Sochi in Russia. Thank you very much for joining us, and of course best of luck to all of you.
Thank you so much for having me today. Thank you a lot.
And with this, we come to the end of our breakfast show for today. Thank you all for joining us, and stay tuned for more coming up on Nile TV International.